I am not exaggerating when I say that our growing national debt is creating a crisis as large as our forefathers faced in 1776, or what was endured in the dark days of the Civil War, or the powerful enemies we had to confront in World War II. Our situation is so grave that there are a growing group of people who feel we have already gone beyond the point of no return, that we cannot possibly pay down our debt in light of all that's against us. Humanly speaking, our situation is grave. But I refuse to accept this view of things. For we have a friend who has helped our nation survive the crises of the past and on whom we must call today as we do our part to restore fiscal sanity to our federal government. After the Revolutionary War, our leaders assembled in Philadelphia in what was called the Constitutional Convention. After days of protracted discussions, the men found themselves deadlocked on various issues, despairing of ever coming to a suitable compromise. It was then that an aged patriot, who was probably the least religious of all those assembled, rose to address the group. These are the words of Benjamin Franklin. In the beginning of the contest with Britain, when we were sensible of danger, we had daily prayers in this room for divine protection. Our prayers, sir, were heard, and they were graciously answered. All of us who were engaged in the struggle must have observed frequent instances of a superintending providence in our favor. And have we now forgotten this powerful friend? Or do we imagine we no longer need his assistance? I've lived, sir, a long time, and the longer I live, the more convincing proofs I see of this truth, that God governs in the affairs of man. And if a sparrow cannot fall to the ground without his notice, is it probable that an empire can rise without his aid? We've been assured, sir, in the sacred writings that except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. I firmly believe this. I therefore beg leave to move that henceforth prayers imploring the assistance of heaven and its blessing on our deliberation be held in this assembly every morning before we proceed to business. Wasn't that great? Well, my friends, we would be wise to heed those words of this great man. So what can you specifically do to help America navigate through the crisis that faces us? I'm going to suggest three things. First, you call on America's greatest friend, Almighty God, in prayer. Second, pray that God will specifically show you what your role should be in this crisis. If you're led to help us spread our message in this campaign, let me tell you, we need your help. Third, whatever it is that God shows you to do, do it with courage, wisdom, and love. If all Americans will do this, I truly believe that America's best friend will again come to our aid. God bless you, and may God truly bless our nation, America.